There is a lot of talk about humans colonizing Mars on Earth. However, suppose if it had already occurred and the first humans had already established themselves on the red planet? What would life be like on Mars? Would we have to hide underground to escape all of Mars's exposure to solar radiation, or could we live on the surface? Could it be terraformed by us? At any point wanted to get off this planet? Take Mars, the fourth rock from the Sun. It could be within 56 million kilometers, 34,8 million miles, of us. It can also be as far away as 250 million miles, 401 million kilometer. Mars is the second smallest planet in our solar system, after Mercury, and its size is roughly 53% that of Earth. Mars takes its name from the Roman war god. Egypt's Cairo is named after Mars because, according to legend, the planet was rising on the day Cairo was founded. The Mariner 4 was the name of the first spacecraft to reach Mars in 1965. Phobos and Deimos are the two moons of Mars. It also has the largest known dust storm and the largest known mountain in the solar system. Earth and Mars share roughly the same land mass. Iron-rich minerals that cover Mars' surface are what give it its distinctive red hue. Mars can experience temperatures as low as -153 degrees Celsius, -225 degrees Fahrenheit, and as high as 20 degrees Celsius, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Mars may have once been inhabited by life, as suggested by a number of recent discoveries. NASA's Curiosity rover found pockets of methane in 2014, which they believe suggests that Mars may have once had life. Additionally, scientists have discovered evidence that the planet contains water and other necessities for human life. However, these ancient oceans would account for only about 1% of the ocean water on Earth. Mars once had a number of earthly features as well. There is evidence that Mars had polar ice caps in the past. All in all, what might occur on the off chance that we escape to the red planet? Depending on the positions of the planets, getting there would take anywhere from 40 days to 9.5 months, even if you boarded the fastest spacecraft ever launched from Earth. Also, after so much time in space, you'd at last see dry and dormant Mars not too far off. However, are you able to survive there? In any case, what would you require to survive on Mars? To begin, you would need to figure out how to make oxygen in order to breathe. The atmosphere of Mars is 95% carbon dioxide and very thin. Machines like NASA's MOXIE could extract oxygen from the CO2, but you wouldn't be able to bring all of the oxygen you would need to survive. That would not only provide you and the other colonists on Mars with air that is breathable, but it would also supply you with propellant made of liquid oxygen. In the event that you decided to return to Earth, you would need that to launch a rocket from Mars. On Mars, food cannot be grown in soil. Hydroponics, on the other hand, involves growing crops in a solution of minerals and nutrients without the use of soil. Your colony wouldn't be able to grow nearly 20% of the food you'd need if there was no surface water. The remaining portion would have been imported from Earth. However, you won't get fresh meat, all of your food will be dried. Most likely, you and the other settlers would live in pressurized inflatable buildings. However, going underground is more likely. Radiation levels in the orbit above Mars are 2.5 times higher than those at the International Space Station due to the absence of a global geomagnetic field and the extremely thin atmosphere of Mars. Humans can't handle that much solar radiation. Put off the sunbathing. From Earth, the sun would appear to be half as big. Additionally, a spacesuit would be required to block radiation and compensate for the almost non-existent atmospheric pressure if you wanted to venture outside and return alive. Additionally, your suit would keep you warm, which is crucial given the extremely low temperatures on Mars. The coldest winter on Earth is heaven contrasted with the typical Martian winter. There would be temperatures as low as -55 degrees Celsius, -67 degrees Fahrenheit. Even colder are the poles, where temperatures can drop to -153 degrees Celsius, 243 degrees Fahrenheit. Only 40 minutes separate a day on Mars from a day on Earth. However, a year on Mars would last almost twice as long. 7 months of spring and 6 months of summer are typical in the northern hemisphere. After that, autumn would last for 5 months and winter would last another 4 months. Not only are the temperatures there low, but they can also shift significantly in a week. Strong dust storms frequently result from these variations. While they wouldn't hurt you, they would clog up all of your electronic devices. It would be nearly impossible to FaceTime someone from home because it would take approximately 15 minutes for your message to reach Earth. Also keep in mind that Mars' gravity is about one-third that of Earth. You would need to relearn how to walk. Do you still wish to relocate to the red planet? Then, terraforming the planet so that it resembles their original home is best left until the first human colonies arrive. They'd import smelling salts ice from the climates of different planets to warm Mars up a bit. The heat would make gas out of the dry ice at the north pole of the Martian planet, giving it an atmosphere. Still unbreathable for us, yet essentially it would be sufficient to make barometrical tension so you could at long last remove your spacesuit. Then, they would get water from the enormous reserves of water ice that were hidden beneath the surface of Mars. The atmosphere would become ever thicker as a result of water vapor. Mars would eventually be covered in snow and rain. In addition, there would be sufficient oxygen for humans to breathe after perhaps 1,000 years. The re-engineering of the planet would be finished. Would you like to experience life on Mars? Or would you rather preserve our planet's resources?